Yo, so layers, UIs, picking up coins, all that neat stuff we're going to do right now. So, to begin this whole thing, we need to create a pocket, right? Because right now we're collecting the coins, but we're not keeping them because it's like we don't have pockets, we don't have a wallet. So, we need to create a wallet to put our coins into. And the way we do this is by variables. So, let's go here in the corner and we're going to click that button. And right here under project settings, we have global variables. Let's click that one. What is a global variable? Well, the other variable, you have scene variables, which are variables that only work in the scene you're working on. And the scene is like a level, right? You have object variables that are like attached to a specific object. And then you have global variables, which are global, meaning they work everywhere in your game. They're the memory. There's the stuff that stays behind everything in memory. This is how you keep your health between levels. This is how you keep your coins between levels. This is how you keep your items between levels, is by using global variables because they're the memory of the game. So this is where we're going to build our wallet. And to start, we're going to add a variable. And I'm making it sound very complicated, like let's build a wallet. All we're going to do is make one variable. And we're going to call it coin counter. Coin counter. Just like that. Actually, we're going to call it like gold coin. Gold coin. Just make sure that the variable doesn't have the same name as an object or the same name as anything else. I think it will still work. It's just it's weird when you're typing it down, it doesn't finish it for you because it's like I don't know, there's two things with the same name, so it's a bit confused about it. So just make each variable and each object have a unique name. So gold coin, and here is the type of variable. So a string is a text variable, it says there with the two A's. Then you have numbers, which 1, 2, 3. It's a number variable. It's only uses numbers. Then we have our booleans, with a cross and a check. It's either true or false. It's like that. And these ones, just ignore these ones for now. But we're going to use a number, right? Because we're making a wallet. We're going to count our coins. So we're going to use numbers for that. So gold coin, it's a number, and it starts at 0. Right? We begin the game, we're broke. We don't have any money. So once you have this done, just click apply. And that's it. Just like that, you have a wallet. And you're broke because it's at 0. So how do you add to this wallet? Well, we'll go to our events. And under gold coin, when we collide with the coin, we're going to delete the coin and we're going to add an action. We're going to change the global variable and make sure it's a number variable. So change global variable number. It doesn't matter what order you put these in. Just this will pop up. So change number variable. Then underneath, just read general/variable/global. This is the one we want. Make sure it says global. See, this one says change number variable, but it says objects there. This one says global. So click that one. And it's already there, gold coin. And we're going to not set, we're going to add. And the value is the amount of coins we get by collecting one coin, like one pixel. So we're going to say 1. And we're going to click OK. Sorry. So now, when we collide with a coin, we're going to delete the coin and we're going to add one to our gold coin variable, which is our wallet. So we pick one up, we add it to the gold coin variable. So now when we play the game and we collide with our coins, it's actually being added to our wallet, but we can't see it. So how can we see this happening? Well, we need a UI and we need some text. All right, let me adjust my mic a little bit. Keeps falling down a little, so I'm like getting hunched over. Right. Let's move on. Let's go to our scene. And we're going to add an object. Add a new object. And for the first time, since we started, we're not going to add a sprite. We're going to scroll down and we're going to add text. And the text, we're going to call it coin counter. Coin counter. The size is the size of the letters. So let's make it big, like 36, maybe. Choose a font. You don't have to. Let's just use the base one. And since most of our background is black, we're going to change the color of the text to white. Going to make it bold so it's nicer to see. The initial text, it doesn't matter. You can just leave this a text. Or you can change it to like coin counter. Coin counter. You can even give it a little space. And do we want an outline? Yes, let's give it an outline. Enable. Color of the outline, let's make it black. So that when it's not against the back, you can see it a little bit more. And the thickness, I don't know, let's make it 8. Not really sure how thick that is, but we'll see. Shadows? Nah, it's fine like this. So let's press OK. And now we have a text object. So let's grab our text. And let's drag it somewhere. Yeah, look at that. Coin counter. And so this thing, remember when we first made our level and I told you that this golden line, I think it's yellow. I can't really tell if it's white or yellow. But this square, right? This line, this is our screen, our initial screen, the resolution, right? So let's try making coin counter here in the corner of the camera. And this isn't really going to go well. I'll explain later. Let's press preview. And where is gold coin? Where is the coin counter? It is not there in the corner. But if we move forward, oh, there it is. Coin counter. It's right there. But it's moving all about. It's not staying in place. That is not good. So how do we make this stay in place? How do we make this follow the player like a regular UI in a game? Well, we need to make a new layer. So right now, we only have a base layer. And then we have the background color. So down here, we have the background all the way in the back, which is the background color, the black thing. And then on top of that, we have the base layer, which is where everything is right now. All the game, all the objects, everything. So to make our text stick to a certain position and not move, we need to make a new layer that goes on top of everything. So it's kind of like, you know, those transparent pages that you put on top of other pages to like trace when you were kids, you know, draw on top of whatever. It's kind of like that. It's just like putting another sheet on top of a different sheet, right? So to do that, we're going to go here in the corner and we're going to add a layer. And all we got to do is just click it. And that's it. Shows up a new layer. I'm going to change the name of this layer to UI or user interface, right? Sorry. And that's it. We're done. We've made the layer. So how do we use this layer? Now this layer is centered on this thing, this square. That's our initial screen. The center of the layer is right there. So to make sure that the coin counter stays here in the corner of our screen, we click coin counter. We put it in the corner where whatever we want. I'm going to use the arrow keys to put it in a nicer place. Now with it selected, I'm going to go here where it says base layer. I'm going to click it and I'm going to change it to UI. So now I've sent the coin counter to the UI layer. So now the coin counter is above all of this stuff, all of the game. Click preview and look at that. Coin counter is in the corner. And it's always staying in the corner. So how do we make coin counter display our coins, our wallet? Well, we're going to need an event. Sorry. Let's make it under gold coin. Also, this wasn't under gold coin. There we go. So let's add an event. And that added in the wrong place, but oh god, why is this not working? There we go. It was struggling. Let's add a condition and let's put it at the beginning of the scene. So when the level starts, let's make this above the gold coin. Gonna add the action, change text. There you go, this text thing pops up. And we're gonna change the text object. What do we call it again? Coin counter? Coin. There we go. Shows up. You can see the T, the letters. Coin counter. We're gonna set to. Now to change the text, to put a different word that you want, you do quotes, then hello there, and then end quotes. So at the beginning of the scene, it's going to change to hello there. Okay. And that's how text things work. Like, there you go. See? It changed from coin counter to hello there. But that's not what we want. We want so that at the start of the scene, we're going to change this to, instead of hello there, we're going to change it to the variable, to the same value as our global variable. And to do that, we just need to type in the variable without the quotes. What do we call it? Gold coin? Gold coin? Yes, that's what we called it. And you can already see the little symbol there, 1, 2, 3, saying it's a number variable. Gold coin. That's all you got to do. So now at the beginning of the scene, it's going to change the text to the same value as the variable. And sorry. There you go. See, it's a 0 now. If we pick it up, nothing's happening. It's still a 0. But it is adding. We're just not updating the text. So every time we pick up a coin, I'm going to select this. I'm going to copy it. And I'm going to go down here. I'm going to paste. So every time we pick up a coin, we need to update the text saying how many coins we have now, right? And order is important. So we delete the coin, update the text, and then we add one. That doesn't sound right because we're updating the text without updating the coin counter first. So we need to give ourselves the coin first, and then we update the text. So the text thing always comes last. So now, every time we pick up a coin, the 0 is going to update. Let's see. And bang, 1, 2, 3, and so on and so on. It's working. See? Cool stuff, right? So now we got a coin counter. Just like the old school games. And we can do something like that with it. So every time you get hit, instead of losing health, we can lose coins, kind of like Sonic. No? There you go. Just wanted to bounce on the enemy. It's so fun. It actually looks so cool when we bounce on the enemies, those animations. Right. We got a coin counter. It's just a number for now, but we can spice it up. Next episode. This episode was big enough as it is. I know variables can be kind of scary, and it's like, oh god, this is so but just keep doing it, and eventually it'll stick in your head, right? Right. I've been talking for far too long. We got coins, got a coin counter, everything's working. I'll catch you guys next episode to add more stuff to our UI. Right. Till then, peace out, and I hope you like this one.